Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John. This reports for the 10th of May. Well, we don't need to do any of the told you so's or anything like that because, well, the video speaks for itself. So we were looking for this positive extreme right down here that occurred. When was that? I didn't even look. That was the 1st of April, April Fool's Day. So it set up that low of 44.50, which we corresponded to pretty close to the 50% right there, 24.48, which is exactly what we hit. We also could see that with the steel crossing above red, we were possibly going to have some decent support right around that range, and in fact it did. Shakeout's still pretty ugly from a support standpoint, so we expect some more back and forth in between, but for now, that was the key takeaway from what we were looking for the move. So it did exactly that. So nice retrace, fills it right in. Now from here, do I have a new buy signal? No. Are we still in a short signal? Yeah, but did we have a warning that potentially that could change, and particularly if that crosses above there? The steel going above cyan instead of just leaving that as that hanging, is assuming everyone's watching. But look at that straight decline from the DOC rate. They're completely reset now, though. So it's a significant factor. The last time it reset was all the way back over here. Didn't produce as much of a decay as we're seeing with this one. So the little bit of the trade talks, whatever you want to call it, obviously having the psychological impact, because this was the NASDAQ looking for its retrace. Didn't quite get as low, 74.28, and it only dipped to 74.81. So that's an interesting factor going into this. So there may still be a little bit of weakness still left in that one, because we get the full fill from the S&P. Don't you hate it when they don't all cooperate? Euro, of course, rebounding slightly. I'm still expecting to retest that higher because we had this continued rising DOC red. And right here, though, at the intersection, did not bode as well. The fact that we had rising red move into a new zone is what has kept it alive and moving. And plus, any worries about U.S., you're going to have the euro bounce, since a lot of people feel it's depressed in relation to the dollar, which I guess that's relative to whether or not the EU is growing or the U.S. economy is growing. We know the U.S. economy is growing, and we know the EU is not, so you do the math, but central banks are the ones that make those determinations, and we all know they can go against everything that seems obvious. That's what they do. Same thing here with the gold. We still have a continuation of buying within this flatness. So no question about that with the rising DOC red and everything. Flattening out right here is about to break that 7.5, and we do not have a green turn. So stall is really what you get there. Oof, look at that, busy. I had to try and show the whole chart because there was a lot of activity with it. So we started off from the previous day with all that sell indications from Thursday. Boom, that continued to trail down. And then we started to see what we look for, which is the beginning turnaround of deep red like this, where we end up with the green, the crossovers, the spread is big enough. It started, but then immediately you had a spider. And so, boom, it's like, okay, that didn't work out. It happens. Because that's that changing dynamic we talk about when those critical points meet. And then it bounced back and forth, but you could see that we kept making lows right between these 28.39 and 45 that we had from before. The 44 we already knew was the reset from the daily, so it made sense that all that would start taking place right around that spot. I mean, that was just it's where all the activity is, right there. Boom, and that led to the breakout going back up above from there. Then pre-market started. Well, let me just expand all this because that's just way too small to deal with. There we go. And so we started getting into some sloppy stuff here as we started to get the modest DOC spread with the zone breaking below red. That happened right up here near that 28.80, which I would have definitely been more, rather than the close, interested in right around that way. It spiked up, then fought back down, and sure enough, you just got the reset going back, and then it finally turned around and started to make the higher pivots right here on this X. So still decent move, and now we're just in a bunch of malaise junk, which is still little, it's hard to describe that as like strong short because it's not, you're still within this gold rising configuration without the sign, but you just had a spider take place with the rejection. So I would think that we're probably not going to hold that 23% and would look for it to come back down to that, even though we don't have any dips below the red line justifying a need to come and make any new low or any suggestion there of retest. So I think we're probably getting into, if you just look at the band range between this 2870 and 45, we're probably going to see a bunch more action and maybe even pop sides to the 2880 in between. So same action points that we've had from before, nothing's really changed. So just continue to go with what we're seeing there. As always though, if anything interesting pops up on the charts then I will put it out there. But this was pretty clean action and well expected for what we're our daily configuration. So we'll take it from there and get ready for a new week and see if things want to turn around, because I think there's still a bunch of pop potential, because we know that there was the new fund money coming in just as that selling started, so they just held off, which means it still have the power to make a move. As always though, trade well. We'll talk to you later.